Hey everyone, so it seems like Dokkan wants to drag this out longer and longer because they have extended the global Dokkan campaign, or I'm just calling it global anniversary, with this EX portion of things providing a new Dokkan Festival exclusive LR tag Super Saiyan Gohan and Goten and Trunks, and I said I wasn't doing any more breakdown videos, but it makes again a lot of sense for me to do this since I had to kind of redo my best teams a little bit. That video is still coming out as the finale of the finales, and yeah, I just threw this together. So let's quickly go through it. Card art's fine, right? The SSR looks okay. It seems like every single TUR this year is a action pose for them kicking or something of that nature. So that's what that looks like. But I do love the LR card arts. They look fantastic. Both the Super Saiyan Gohan and the Trunks and Goten. And I have dubbed this unit here, again, it's just bad names to to bid my farewell, is LR Buu Boys, because it is the Buu saga that they're in, and there's 3 of them. So GGT was out of it because they already had a GGT on another unit, so that didn't work out on this one. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into this unit here. Very interesting unit. This does complete the type advantages for the 2025 Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs. I don't know if they're going to provide just a few extra ones this year, because once in a while they do provide more than 5 in a given year. I think they've only done that. I think they've only done that one time with Not Beast Gohan and LR Orange Piccolo. So anyway, let's look at this unit in terms of its HP, attack, and defense. Very high HP, 28,000, which is I think one of the highest that we've seen. Attack fairly low for an LR is 18,005, and then 14,125 for defense. Link skills are pretty solid there, and since it's a tag unit, it's on a bunch of different categories, right? So a lot of different categories, and that's I think the huge advantage with tag units, right? It's on more categories than not. So hopefully we still continue to get some tag units after 2025. So this unit here has a triple leader skill, hybrid Saiyans and youth. Defenders of Justice really isn't that big, so it doesn't really matter there. 170, and then 50% to siblings bonds, bond of parent and child, and bond of friendship. If this right here was the 170%, that would be incredible, because combining these 3 together is, yeah, top tier. So I wish they would have flipped it. Anyway, super attack is raises attack for 4 turns, and then has a chance of performing critical hit 10% for 4 turns. And then the 18 keys raises defense for 1 turn, and then causes mega colossal damage to enemy with a chance of raising your crit by 58% for 1 turn, which is nice here. So let's make this go this up here. So base effects 200%, which is fairly low, like we've been seeing upwards to 300% now. So it would have been nice to see a little bit more base effect here. Launches additional super attack, receives an additional 3 key per rainbow key strip obtained. Oh, well, here you go. When receiving an attack is an additional 250%. And then for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, all allies attack and defense 30%, which is huge, and then damage reduction of 40%. I would have liked it if we would have had a couple extra turns here in terms of damage mitigation instead of 1 turn. But since a lot of fights now are just, hey, kind of a quick in the beginning, got to get through it while you build up kind of scenario. The new, I guess, Supreme Magnificent, the new blue zone I hear is just crazy. So there's that. So maybe having more than just 1 turn would be beneficial, but of course there is a build up. There is this right here, but when there's another hybrid Saiyans or bond of parent and child category ally and team, key +7 attack 250% when attacking, and then all allies attack and defense 30%, and a chance to perform critical hit 15%, self-excluded. So this is going to be very easy. Of course, bond of parent and child is huge category there, and then generally I think maybe on this team you're not without another hybrid Saiyans. With 1 or more rainbow keys here obtained, Defense 200%. Now I can kind of see why this is only at 200% here, but still it would have been nice at 250 or something. Defense 200%, damage mitigation 38%. So that first turn is going to be very nice. Launches additional attack and then attack 200% when attacking. Here's where it's very, very important. You want to get this as soon as possible, and that's 12 or more int key sphere obtained or 5 rainbow key sphere obtained. Both very difficult to do. If you can do that, you're going to get an additional damage reduction of 20% and defense 258%, and then all allies when you're able to do this. Now, this is infinite, so once you trigger this, it stays with you, but this is every time you get 12 or more int key spheres or 5 rainbow key spheres, you're going to get all allies attack and defense 58% for 2 turns, which is very strong as well. Now, in order for you to do this easily, Gohan here has an active skill, so as long as you have 2 or more, well, actually, where's the active skill? Where's the active skill? Give me a second, I gotta put the active skill on here. Okay, here we go. So as long as you can get this active skill off, this is going to help you tremendously actually get the key spheres or the rainbow key spheres, the ink key spheres or the rainbow key spheres, because that's what this active skill does, right? It changes all hits become crits, but then also it changes all key spheres int and rainbow key spheres, like half and half, right? So you should be able to get the rainbow or the int very easily. And then this can be activated when there's 2 or more hybrid Saiyans category on the team, starting from the 3rd turn of the entry of the character's entry turn. It would have been better for the 3rd turn of the battle, or starting from the 5th turn from the start of the battle, right? So, and that's basically when you can actually do a reversible exchange, and it kind of works out fine. I think doing this and having the damage mitigation and defense is probably, I think, maybe a little bit better. It really, I guess, depends on how you want to play here and how your team is built, because if you do transition and tag the Gotenks, or I don't say Gotenks, but the Goten and the Trunks in, you have this opportunity for this one turn to basically dodge everything, right? For one turn, once you transform with a key sphere obtained, you're going to be able to dodge, and then you can just go ahead and switch back to Gohan if that's going to be the case, right? So anyway, what this does here is actually quite incredible. The amount of damage these guys do is pretty crazy as well. So raises attack and defense for 4 turns is the super attack here. Ultra super attack raises attack for 1 turn, causes mega class damage to enemy, raises superclass allies by 50% to attack for 1 turn, and then a great chance of superclass allies defense for 1 turn. They should have just did it automatically. And then can perform reversible exchange, of course, and then key plus 5, 100% defense for base, but again, this is going to be trying to create a more dodging mechanic here. Medium chance of pouring critical hit, great chance for launching additional super attack, receives additional 2 key sphere, additional 2 key per key sphere obtained, and then again that 77% to attack, and then you're gonna have 2 or more key sphere obtained. You're gonna get defense and attack, and then you have 4 more key sphere obtained, launches additional super attack, and then guards against all attacks. Here's where it makes this like 100%, right? Per youth category ally on the team, if you're running a lot of youth category allies, if you have at least 3, you're going to be over 100% here, right? And then hybrid Saiyans category allies on the team, you have 500%. So if you're building a team that has youth and hybrid Saiyans, you might just kind of stick around here. But ultimately, I think Gohan is just, better defensively. But if you're going in the fights that you need dodge, right? They're just hitting way too hard. You might, stay here because we're receiving a super attack here. Chance of evading enemies attack 15% temporarily. All allies key plus 3, attack defense 30%, and then youth category allies evasion additional 5% for 2 turns. So, interesting build here, right? Interesting build here. Now, if you do have maybe a full youth category team here, you might use this active skill instead of the Gohan's active skill, and because this is going to permanently provide a attack and defense 20% for the youth category. So if you're able to get this done without right, without the active skill, right? So if you can get the this right here, the 12 or more keystone obtain and 5 rainbow keystone obtain, then you are just going to switch on over here and get this double up. Because if you don't need to do the active skill for Super Saiyan 2 for Super Saiyan Gohan, then you're just going to boost up everybody on the team. So it's a nice functionality. You have to really think about it. It's not like plug and play this unit here. So little complicated, but I think it's an interesting way of doing things here. So yes, this is the LR BUU Boys. Let's do the team builds really quickly here. This is kind of what it looks like now. Like you're doing a triple support for it right now. This is all going to be youth on here. So again, this could be a situation where you get the 5 rainbow keys orbs or the 12 int orbs, and then you're gonna flip on over to the Trunks and Goten, and then you're gonna boost this whole team by 20%, which would be fantastic as well. I'm hoping that they're gonna EZA at least one of these 2 units, which is the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, or this kind of support type unit there in that Gohan here. It's not a Buu Saga category, so I don't know if they're going to do something like that or not. Anyway, there's a lot of other units like Super EZA to Majin Vegeta. It's not really helpful on this team, but they could do something like that in this campaign or the next campaign. So this is kind of what the team looks like now. So not like a will it hit best teams? We'll see. Well, yeah, I still gotta rearrange some things, but you can run this team, run this unit on the BUU Boys, right? So again, you're not going to have the opportunity to switch on over unless you have to bring another Hybrid Saiyans unit on the team, right? Is it Hybrid Saiyans or is it I gotta turn this off here. Is it 2 or more Hybrid Saiyans? So yeah, you need 2 or more Hybrid Saiyans to activate your skill there. So right here, it could activate it with LR Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. But if you just do it this way on here, you're going to have to wait the 5 turns. And that kind of puts you in a little tough scenario there. So I think you have to bring one other Hybrid Saiyans unit on here. And I wish LRGG, the new EZA LRGG, which I was going to do a breakdown on, I just ended up going out of town. Yeah, I wish the Trunks was considered Hybrid Saiyans on that unit. But anyway, so you have some options here. Now, if you want to bring more youth units and Hybrid Saiyans units on here, because if you're going to bring in the EZA Trunks and Goten, the LR Super EZA Trunks and Goten, you need 3 or more Hybrid Saiyans or youth category on the team. Or additional 3, so I don't think he counts. If he counts, then that's fine. But I was like, I don't know what to use in terms of the other last slot. So, and then for Majin Buu Saga category, this of course is a buff to that team, but it's such a weird team right now that that first rotation, fine, but it seems like it needs still a lot more help. And then finally, kind of a goofy team you can run is the Earthbred Fighters team with DB Saga Earthbred Fighters. On here, interesting team. He's kind of landlocked in slot 1, which is not very good, and right now it's been power crept to the point where I don't think it can do the high end game right now. So this team really wouldn't be running, but it would run 90% of the other stuff in the game. So that's kind of where we're at right now with the LR BUU Boys, right? It's not a kind of required unit. It's an interesting unit. It's kind of replacing the Tanabata, because usually the 5th LR is the Tanabata unit. So we'll see what that celebration looks like. I'm not really going to cover that one. Like this, again, you're getting a lot more videos now because it's the global celebration. But after this, who knows what I'm going to do. So anyway, so there you have it. Continuing on this long journey here of the global anniversary, and then we finished bingo. So thank goodness I got that video out, and then finale best teams. and we'll call it from there. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here, and we'll catch you in the last one.